Hey guys, this is the general reading for Aquarius for October, the end of October. It can even go into the beginning of November 2018. This is the soul journey reading, so I do 2 per sign. This is the soul journey, and next I'll do the soulmate reading. So for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you have a significant Aquarius in your chart, or if you're just drawn to this video. Also, I recommend you look at my other videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Significant planets in your chart. And if you're just drawn to any of my other videos. This energy could flip-flop. It could go either way. I could read it as, your soul journey or evolution. It could come out as love. I could read it as you. It can end up being somebody else. It may be you, somebody else, one thing or another thing. Just apply it to your life as necessary. Some, none, or all of it may apply. Just take what applies, leave the rest. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. If you want information about private readings, or to know if this energy actually applies to you because it is a general reading, or if you want to know what to do to remove further blocks, or for healing, or anything like that, anything for any of my services. I do many things as far as tarot, healings, all of that. Look in the description box below. It'll tell you about my services, the prices, my email address, my PayPal link, and all of that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. From here going forward, I'll go on who has the most likes. If somebody blows it out of the water with comments, I may go off that too, just for the participation of it, but mostly off the likes. So absolutely like or dislike, whatever, and subscribe and hit the bell. I put out different types of videos. So yeah, and thank you for those of you who have participated with my channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, providing services, or coming to me for services and donations, all of that, especially even the comments. Even though I can't always reply to the comments, I always read them, and I really like hearing about your guys' stories or how it resonates and all of that. All right, so I think I'm going to get started with your reading. So again, this is the soul journey reading. And some of it's like I kind of understand what's going on, but for the most part, this is one of those that I think hopefully I mostly understand and get into as I go through it. This is a pie. Sorry, it looks weird. So in your central position, I feel like it's a hard energy too. So I don't know if this is you guys or if this is just me feeling that we're about to shift into Scorpio and I'm starting to feel that energy. But it's a little bit of a hard energy where it's kind of a little anxious and nervous, a little fearful, but sad. Like I don't know if I want to be angry or if I want to cry or be sad or whatever, but where you're sitting is you have the 3 of Pentacles and you have the Ace of Cups. So some of you, this could be a relationship, but a lot, I feel like this is work related. And what do you really want to do? You might be feeling like you're not really doing what you like to do, what your soul is really telling you it wants to do. And not only do you not love it, like this Ace of Cups, but you don't really feel like you're being recognized at work either. Like you're really being seen. You just don't really feel good about what you do. You're not being seen. You're not being recognized. You're not even doing what you really love. I mean, at least if you're not doing what you love, you could at least, be like getting praises for it. And clarifying the 3 of Pentacles, so it could be relationship too. Like maybe, you're trying to work together with somebody as far as a new beginning or love. But I'm going to read this more as like a soul purpose type thing, because for one, this is a soul journey reading, and for two, that's kind of the way I think it's aiming for. And so with Three of Pentacles, clarifying that you have the Moon card. And clarifying the Ace of Cups, you have Judgment. I don't know. I feel really strongly like I want to cry. I don't know why. I mean, it could also be like fear or confidence. I mean, definitely anxiety for sure. But, I mean, there's like a level of, I don't know. It's either sadness, or I know sometimes when I get frustrated, it makes me want to cry too. So it might be frustration. But really not knowing, or you're not seeing something. Like, and I keep getting that a lot with perspective here. There's something you're really not seeing. Not only do you have the Moon card, which is, you know, probably subconscious, but, you know, being in the dark, and then right next to it, you have Judgment, you know, awakening, seeing the light, perspective. Something also growing in winter, like these flowers are growing in a time they shouldn't. So it's like, you're not seeing something. And again, because if you look, like here's her reflection, but she's not all really seen in this light. You're not seeing the full picture. And because of that, you don't see that something could grow in a certain situation or predicament or whatever, in a way. Like, it seems unlikely that it could grow there, or that you would want to do it, or that you would like it. Like, look. I just realized this. I mean, she's not seeing herself fully properly. It's cut off in the card, but you can see the bottom of the feet. And then here, she's like looking at this light source, getting alignment, and it's causing things to grow. Like, these don't usually grow in snow, but they're growing. They're growing in an unlikely place. So I also get this vibe that if you allow it and you do the work, either a situation that doesn't seem like it would grow, or maybe even a hard time coming, is happening to push you to see something you're not seeing. That maybe whatever is coming or is going to happen is meant to come to really make you look within and look at the whole picture. It's really meant. And it's funny too, because Uranus is your planet. It rules your planet. Or I'm sorry, it's your ruling planet. And it was in Taurus, which squares you. And it's about to go back into Aries retrograde, and then it'll be back into Taurus in January of 2019. Which then makes it to where it's like your own energy is squaring you. And I think in the last reading that I did, I was saying how, you know, it might be a little bit difficult for you guys, because it's like taking your own energy and using it against you, which you would normally think is okay. But Aquariuses are one of your biggest cheerleaders. Like, they can always tell you about all these things that can be done. They're, in a way, a lot of the rebels. The way seeing things outside of the box, they can really see and conceptualize things in a big picture. And I told you how that was going to be used against you, because this is now your own energy coming at you. So just like you always tell other people, and you're the first one to be like, no, you could totally do it, and showing them how, it's now walking your walk. And your own energy is going to be used against you. And just like the Aquarius energy, the Uranus energy is usually about looking beyond things, seeing the bigger picture, seeing what you couldn't normally see. This is totally your energy. You know, seeing what you can't see, things growing in an unlikely place, seeing the big picture. But it's like part of you is stuck in not seeing that. And I think because of that, like what's crossing you, you have the Magician card, awareness. And even like I like to use significators when I'm reading just to like really zone in the energy. And what brought my attention to this, I've never noticed before or paid attention really to, is just this light coming through his crown chakra. And most, you know, Aquariuses are really good in having this coming through. But I just feel like, yeah, so you're having a lot of fears and self-esteem issues and really being able to see things. Like, this is your solar plexus. And that is, it's just on fire. And it's growing, it's like going crazy through its crown. So, you've really been holding yourself off. Like, literally, it's what I was saying. This energy coming together where you're always the first one to tell somebody they could do somebody and something and how they can. But when it's coming to you, it's really mirroring your own energy back to you and being like, yeah, you can. You can do it. But now that it's you, it's asking you to work through your blocks. And apparently you have a big one in your solar plexus of working through your confidence and your self-esteem. And thinking that you're good enough to be able to do this, your abilities. I mean, and another thing, you know, this is what's crossing you, the Magician. Again, you know, crown chakra type vibe. Awareness. Not only you being aware, but taking action because of it. And clarifying that, you have the Knight of Wands in the Tower. You know, in this one, which Knight of Wands could be, you know, the wounded warrior, wounded healer, persevering, you know, and spiritual strength. But with this, it's like he's putting up a scarecrow. Like where part of you wants it, but where part of you is trying to block yourself off and defend it. Because maybe something did happen in your past. Maybe it's just part of you, but maybe something happened in your past that made you think you can't do this. And so you're slowing on taking action where you're almost fooling yourself, like you're trying to fool these birds with this scarecrow, where you're almost fooling yourself like, yeah, I'm taking action, whatever, but really you're just stopping yourself and protecting yourself. Protecting your investment. Like this guy is protecting his investment all around him. Maybe you're protecting, you're trying to guard it off to protect your investment, and you're not seeing things in a realistic point of view. You're fooling yourself, and it's going to come crashing down. You're going to be forced to not only look at things differently, but to realize that you do have it in you. It's going to be a lot of your fixed signs, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. Everybody really, but especially for fixed signs, a lot of times they're the ones, because they are more fixed and stubborn, you know, if you want to label it as that. A lot of times it takes energies like this to move you. So, you know, you could choose delight in this by getting going, but it's coming. And it's helping you to see what you're not seeing. I don't really get the vibe that it's externally to you. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's mostly you that you're not seeing. Like in this card, it's her that she's not seeing. Which the moon is also too. It's not seeing something within you. Which if you look, I mean, look at this card. Like this, the moon, the subconscious, the darker inner shadow part of you, illusions even, is clarifying this, where he just looks sad and shameful. Not confident. But this happening is going to cause this Eight of Cups and this judgment to happen and allowing you to see where things can grow. Not only in places that you didn't see or in ways that you didn't see, but within you. In your more distant past, you have been trying to have patience and plan and invest and wait to really do your thing and harvest. But again, clarifying that, because you have the Seven of Pentacles. You have quite a few cards about Pentacles. Especially Pentacles. Well, you have all of them, really. All the suits, I was going to say. But clarifying that is you have the Seven of Wands. So again, really guarding yourself off from like a lot of emotions. Really, you're who you are inside. You're blocking yourself off from something inside of you. Something that you're not wanting to see. Maybe you're resisting the change or allowing the cycles to happen. And in your more recent past, I mean, you have the Moon again. And clarifying that, you have the Queen of Wands reversed. So either not seeing yourself, or maybe you'd been trying to see yourself and look at your shadow side. Because you can't just know you have to do something. Like, you have to look within. Like, what is stopping you? What is blocking you? Because obviously something is, because you're not taking action. And what just came to my mind when I looked at this is your opposite sign is Leo. And the Queen of Wands could very much come up as a Leo. And it's reversed. Normally when we evolve to our opposite signs, we have to look within to do that. We have to evolve emotionally and subconsciously within to evolve to that other sign. Most of the time, it is most of our shadow side. Not all of it, but it's a lot of it. Usually. And that's just what came to my mind with this, with shadow. And this is normally a sign of your opposite sign, but it's reversed. And Leos are very much all about the will. You know, self-esteem, courage. They're that fire, that action. I think you're having an issue with the courage, the self-esteem, the confidence, the will, the heart, the action, taking action. And really it's about looking within and why are you not taking action? I mean, I get it's something in your shadow side, and I don't know how deep I can go with this because this is a general reading, so you may need to get a private reading in order to figure this out. Because that's one of the things I do, I don't want to say specialize in, but kind of is inner child and shadow work. But there's something that you're missing about yourself that... Why are Aquarius not taking action? What are they missing? Okay, so... you know, the Devil came up, which is also one of the cards in your outcome. I mean, you are conflicted. There is competition. I don't know if a love situation affected you in the past. You got a lot of Leo coming up. Like, a lot. Where you were just waiting to manifest something and it may not have been successful for you. Maybe you worked a lot on it and it just wasn't successful for you. I don't know if competition things or whatever, but there's definitely something here I'm seeing for some of you as a couple. I mean, it could be your masculine and feminine are not balanced, which obviously, you know, is probably the case too, but maybe learning something, there was competition. Something in a love or partnership thing didn't go well. Maybe even third party. I don't know. I don't want to focus on that. But something didn't go well. And it ended and wounded you. And here's you because of it, stuck in this Nine of Wands, which you were at up there. I think you closed down at one time, which obviously it probably came before the love thing too, but whether it was before that, probably came as a childhood thing, but something did not go your way and in your perception, and I think you're really blocked off from going within, and there's something you're missing. So I don't know, either you start to do this work or the universe is going to make sure it happens with this Tower card. And it's something affecting, because you have here again at the bottom of the deck, you know, you have your root chakra and you have the Lover's card. Something affected your security, your creativity, your sexuality. And again, Sun card, another thing of Leo, but Two of Cups, taking action. Fertility, creation, learning something. Ace of Pentacles, disruption, control. Something happened in the past that really shut you down. And I do think it has to do with either a relationship or a partnership. And you learning something. And it came apart and you became a lot more rigid and controlled in your structure. I think you moved forward, but you didn't really work through it. It's staying there as a wound, as something that's festering and inhibiting you. And you're not really walking away as free-hearted as you think. You're actually really holding on to it. Something about it, even if it's just, you know, the remnants of the wound or what it caused, maybe in your own chakras, in your own confidence. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. But in your thoughts, what's crowning this is you have the Four of Pentacles, exactly like right here that showed up with this Fool card. Firm foundation. I mean, this is somebody that's really holding on, and you know, you must have went through a lot of blocks, a lot of challenges. Like, look how big these mountains are. And his back is everything. He's still facing these mountains, still facing these challenges, but not looking at them. So it's like you can't even see the world behind you because you're still facing and holding on to all these, but yet you're not looking at them to deal with them. And clarifying that you have the High Priestess and the Star card. So you can't see where your path is really supposed to go. You can't even see what you really want. This realm is hidden from you. Your own stuff is hidden from you. It's like you're lying to yourself, telling yourself you're taking action and going towards what you want, but you're kind of deceiving yourself. You're not really doing it. And if you are, you know, you don't even know, it's like you don't even know where you're going. I think you want to figure it out, but I think part of you knows that you don't know, but the other part of you thinks you do. And you're just like doing something, or you're not doing anything at all. Like, you're not doing enough to figure it out. I know that. No matter what you're doing, whether you're doing something or not, you're not doing enough to figure it out. And because of that, this Tower moment is going to be coming in to push you. In your likely future, you have the Eight of Swords. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be reversed. It came out like weird. But coming out of being trapped, probably because of this Tower. And what's clarifying that is, again, the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands. So you being trapped, not knowing which way to push forward and which direction to go, I think causes this Tower to come in to push this Magician energy for you to start taking action and for you to come out of your head. For you to come out of just being stuck in this cage. How you see yourself is you have the Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity, and you have the Star card. So again, I think you have it figured out. The Chariot, you think you've moved on, you think you know exactly what direction you're going. You think you're heading there, but you don't. In all actuality, you don't. Even if you have an idea, like you don't know. What's in your environment or how others see you is you have the Three of Cups, rejoice and celebration. You have Temperance, clarifying. You have Three of Cups, and you have the Nine of Swords. So either someone around you is I get kind of like coming across like they're balanced and they know, but they're really anxious. But even overindulging, I got a lot of indications of, whether it's drinking, drugs, sex, just doing something too much that is not good for you, and it's definitely not taking action on this that you're supposed to be. So while you're telling yourself you're in this Six of Pentacles, Star card, and Chariot, either someone around you is not doing enough, and maybe that's why you're not focused on what you're supposed to be doing, because you're focused on somebody else who's having issues, or they're seeing you as this is you, and your balance and overindulgence and just doing what you want to do, or maybe what you've always done before. Maybe you're having a hard time coming out of your patterns in your subconscious, and you're having trouble with that balance. And on one hand, you're coming across like you're fine and doing exactly what you want to do, and you know exactly how this plan is going to go. You really don't know. You have no idea, and you're anxious about it. And you're just hoping that you're going in the right direction and it'll work itself out. Your hopes and fears is you have partnerships and alliances. You have the Three of Wands. You have the Nine of Wands, spiritual strength. And you have the Six of Swords, moving on. So you're hoping that your ships will come in and that you've done everything you can do and that you're just having strength or patience and persevering through this to move on and go towards the light. But I think you fear waiting and hoping that it comes together and having to move on because it didn't. Clarifying is the Page of Pentacles. Like you want to move on to a more prosperous journey, And it's like you feel like you've set everything up that you can right now to wait for that ship to come in. And you're persevering through it to be able to move on to it as it comes in. But something about that, your Page of Pentacles is reversed. Fearing that that doesn't come. In your likely outcome, you have the Strength card. Again, Leo. You've got Leo all over this. So I don't know if it's just a Leo in your life or if you're just really being asked in one of your lessons and what's coming up for you is the Tower in the universe is going to be helping you to evolve to a lot of the positive traits of your opposite sign. It's being asked to find that strength and that will within yourself, to be able to find that beast within yourself, to be able to calm that beast, but also utilize that beast. Because you can. When you see this within yourself and you see these shadows and you see these tools, they then can become tools instead of hindrances. When you can see those parts of yourself that are subconsciously at play in your decisions in your life that you're not really looking at, when you don't see them, they're hindering you. When you see them is when they can become tools for you. And that's when you can transform like this. Until you do, this is an issue. This is the Devil card. Your passions, your habits, your dependencies, your desires, all of those things, your ego, all of that it will hold you back. You have to get to where you see this and do this work, which the Tower is going to be helping you with, to trans you from this energy to this energy. What that's going to do is it's going to take, due to the Tower, this is normally stability. It's anchoring you in stability. An unstable situation that ends up bringing you good things, abundance, luck. Now, I also would like to mention that these are energies that are assisting you. So you can choose to do this. To some degree, the Tower is not going to let you get away with, not doing some of it. But to really make that the most beneficial it can, like I was saying, you've got to work with this energy. I'm showing you the energies that are available to you to be able to utilize to transform yourself, to allow this to happen. To take it from just being up here and a knowing to being so ingrained inside of yourself that it becomes a reality in your life. To find that will, that courage, that desire, that self-esteem, that mixing knowing with action and pure heart. You're being asked to evolve to that. Again, another Sun card. And you have shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. Do not drink poison. Do not do things that are bad for you. Another thing, drinking. So, if you are drinking a lot or overindulging in a lot of things, you may want to back off and detox, but it's not going to help you out. Because you're either doing things that are negative for you or you're just doing things that are not really helping you on this path, which this is what's in your thoughts, You want a firm foundation. You want to know what to do to be on your path. But what's in your subconscious is waiting and blocking. In your mind, knowing, action, and being on your right path. Subconsciously, it's waiting and blocking. Do you see this? This is why this energy needs to come in. I don't know how and what way, because this is a general reading. If you want to know more specifically, hit me up for a private reading. But that's why this needs to come in to show you this within your shadow side, because what is running your subconscious is waiting and blocking. You deceiving yourself that even though it's taken a while, you're on your way to going where you need to go. And what's deceiving you is your ego. An ego that got bruised somewhere along the line. And if you don't get this right, when you get to the end of this journey, you're going to get to something that was never real or had died. Also meaning, are you knowing something could happen, but you're waiting so long to get started that the opportunity has passed you by? That's another thing this is showing. But either way, you're deceiving yourself about this. And this journey is so long that the opportunity, it's gone. It's dead by the time you get there. But you're like, yeah, I'm on it, I'm going, boop, boop. But it's your ego. Again, Leo card. You are totally fooling yourself here. You have, this is Triumph of Galatia, I don't know. And it's about somebody watching you and seeing that you're not doing enough. They don't feel like you're doing enough work. And what's under that is Stardust Angel. This is about knowing your path. Your mission, your path, what you're supposed to be doing, your soul path. Somebody, whether it's your higher self, somebody is like, you are not doing, Aquarius, what you're supposed to be doing in this life. And we're about to make it rain and storm. Not rain money, not rain anything like that. We're going to make it rain thunderbolts and lightning and a tearing down of your structure. Why? Because we want you, this is about Venus. This is Venus in Scorpio energy. I mean, love, Scorpio transformation. This is about showing you what you love and bringing something good for you. And then under it, you have mermaid, mother, and child. This is about being more in the receptive energy of listening for guidance. So someone sees you're not doing it. You're not doing what's on your path. And they're going to bring this tower down to show you what you really love and also humble you a little bit and have you pop back more into a receptive energy instead of being so much in your ego, like, no, I know what's going on. No, I know this and this. And you're just like, yep, 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 yep. No, they want you to be more in your receptive energy and be more listening. Like it's like you need a little bit of a pop in your ego is the vibe I'm getting. Because in your soul journey cards, you have the Mime, Page of Spirals, which really comes down to, like, mimes don't talk, you know, they act out their creation. So maybe you'll be doing something, you need to take more action, basically. Like mime, more action, less talky. You know, mimes don't talk, they act it out. So in other words, they're telling you a little less talky, a little more action. You know, bring in your ego a little, bring in your I know. I'm not mocking you, I'm just saying, like, this is very much an Aquarius energy. They're very much like, I know. But that's fine. But like I said in my last video, knowing is only half the battle. You need to talk less, act more. And then you got a lot of things about Six of Cups too. So I mean, it could be soulmate situation, either coming in or blocking you, or it could just be, again, the nostalgia of needing to look in your past to see what affected you. You might really need to think a little bit more and go back and do that shadow work of your past. Because you have the Sun card here, again, a Leo card. And this is a very ego-driven masculine card, but this one has a tear on it, where it's being asked to be like, yeah, have your ego, but be in more of the receptive energy. Allow your ego to work with you or for you, not to, like, let it be in the sidecar or the passenger seat. Don't let it be in the driver's seat. And I think right now, up until now, your ego is in the driver's seat. And it's going to be asked to eat a piece of humble pie for a minute, so that you can kind of break out of your perception and see something differently. All right. I'm going to pull an animal spirit card, and then that's going to be that, I believe. That's not what I want. You got to take action, guys. And if you don't, the universe is going to help you out. Your own energy is going to be helping you out. So roll with it, appreciate it, because it's coming. Either that or find ways to work through your own courage. And I recommend going with the energy and don't fight the energy, because then you'll be able to roll with the punches a lot easier and you'll be able to create with it. Let the emotions flow. These emotions that you've been blocking off, these ones from your past, probably your childhood, that you're not wanting to see, they are blocking you off. They're blocking your creation. Time to reflect. You have let the emotions flow, and you have time to reflect. Again, shadow work. See the mirroring effect? You got to really take this mask off to be able to see this. Seek the lesson. Stay strong through it, because your lessons are coming. You need to ground yourself. Yeah, you have two things about grounding yourself. Be in nature and ground yourself. Focus and then act. In other words, reflect, do this work, and then go act. Because, yeah, you do need to act, and that'll be good for you. But your best plan of action that it's saying is to do this reflective work and then act. Otherwise, you're going to act a little bit, it'll go, but then you'll hit a wall and have to do it anyways. So I would recommend doing the work before you do that. Seek your answers within. Yeah. So this has said everything it needs to say. I'm going to move on to the animal spirit cards. And then we'll be done. We'll see what guidance they have for you. Ugh, my stomach is going crazy. It's time to eat. I haven't eaten yet. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Normally, I don't wait till I'm this hungry to do it, though, but it happened it started while I was doing your video, so I was trying to finish the video. I'm not sure if you care, but that's what's up. Yeah, that's so fun. Yeah, all right, so we're going to do two for you. The two that you got, which really comes up, you know, to this energy, you're really going to be strengthening and working on your solar plexus chakra, just so you guys know, is you have antelope which is about action. Also, 7 plus 3 comes out to 10, which is 1, which is a new beginning. Taking action on a new beginning. And then you have Black Panther, embracing the unknown, which comes out to a 7, which is highly divinely guided. So this tower that is bringing you the unknown right now is divinely guided and is helping you to learn how to take action on a new beginning. So yay. All right. We're going to read Antelope real quick. I'm really going to do this quick enough. And then Black Panther. When time was just beginning and the tribe of man was small, Antelope saw that the two-leggeds were naked, hungry, and in danger of extinction. The ancestors would soon vanish from Mother Earth if action were not taken. Exactly. Things are going to happen. You're going to miss opportunities. Antelope took action and came to the camp, calling all the two-leggeds together for counsel. Great Mystery sent me to teach you a lesson. The lesson is to do. You have no need to be fearful if you know what to do, and then you do it. You guys know what to do, Antelope said. And what shall we do? Asked the people. If you are naked and cold, you should kill me and take my coat to keep you warm. It is my gift to you. Do it. We will, said the people, but what of our hunger? We are starving, and what can we do to save ourselves? If you are hungry, you should kill me and take my flesh, for it will nourish you and make you strong. It is my gift to you and a part of my evolution. It is my service. Do it. Antelope knew that humankind would survive the Ice Age if the people learned to eat meat. Before the movement of the great ice mountains, fruit and vegetables had been plentiful, and the two-leggeds had no need to eat of the bodies of the fellow creatures. The clans of the second world ate antelope. Taking the instinct and wisdom of the four-leggeds into their bodies, the people learned through each creature's essence how to survive. They were taught never to waste, or to take more than they needed. When they were in need, the two-leggeds knew to take action. Humans for evolution, to grow, new beginnings. Humans learned Antelope's lesson well. Because of Antelope, humans took proper action and survived to this present day. Antelope taught humans to honor the gifts sent from Great Mystery and to avoid indiscriminate destruction of life. Antelope signifies knowledgeable action. Antelope is a symbol for the antenna of your hair, which attaches you to Great Mystery by its long cords of light. Looking at Antelope, you become aware of your mortality and the short time span you have on this planet. With this in mind, you must act accordingly. Proper action pleases the Great Mystery. Antelope medicine is the knowledge of life's circle. Knowing of death, Antelope can truly live. Action is the key and essence of living. Antelope powers have been courted and shamanized since the dawn of time. Antelope clans have been many, and the power of Antelope's people is great. Antelope medicine gives the strength of mind and heart, which is evolution to your Leo side. Mind and heart. Mind, you, heart, Leo. And the ability to take quick and decisive action to get things accomplished. If you feel stymied, S-T-Y-M-I-E-D, call on Antelope medicine. If you are balled up and twisted in knots, Antelope powers will speak to you of proper action and soon set you free. Many ingenious solutions to problems are whispered by Antelope. Listen and, even more importantly, act. Surround yourself with the illumination and secret knowledge of Antelope. Combine this with action and you will overcome any obstacle or hindrance in your path. If Antelope is your centering tree and strong personal medicine, thank Great Spirit. Say what should be said, your judgment is sound, and your actions will be successful. Always listen to what Antelope has to say to you. If it's in your cards, it indicates the message of higher purpose. See? Antelope arms you with the bow of authority and forces you to act on behalf of self, family, clan, nation, and finally Mother Nature. Antelope says, do it now, don't wait any longer. Antelope knows the way, and so do you. Take courage and leap. Your sense of timing is perfect. When antelope has bounded into your cards, the time is now, the power is you. So it's up to you. Get started now or make it a little bit more intense. You know, you're going to get a fire under your butt. And that may or may not be a bad thing. I mean, you may know. You're like, well, I act best under pressure. Well, that's up to you if you want the pressure. But it's a coming if you don't get going. Black Panther. Embracing the unknown. This is about courage. Isn't that what the Cowardly Lion was looking for in The Wizard of Oz? Courage, I think. I don't know. I get it mixed up sometimes. Oh, Midnight Jaguar, wash me with your courage and steal me with your grace, so I may know the value of the void of time and space. Teach me all your lessons, how to face the dark unknown. Then let me bravely leap into the shadows all alone. These shadows. Embracing the unknown. Here's the Black Panther in case you don't remember. Black Panther, how long is this? It's not that long. Black Panther slid silently through the bayou, her golden eyes catching the starlight. Midnight fur soundlessly ripping over her stealthy sinew, S-I-N-E-W, muscle and bone. She and her mate were the last of their kind in the homeland of the Caddo tribe. The Panther clan had been honored and respected by the red people of the bayou for hundreds of years. Black Panther's medicine allows human beings to face their fears and dark behaviors, exploring those internal, shadowy aspects of being. That's crazy how all this is coming together. Most of Panther's tribe has been stalked and killed by the other two-leggeds, who had come across the big water and who feared their dark... That's crazy. If you think about it, in the other one, the two-leggeds helped save them. And in this one so far, the two-leggeds destroyed them. So it's allowing to take something that destroyed you at one time to now make you stronger and grow and embrace the new. What destroyed you at one time, you know, what was once a poison may now become the antidote. Interesting. The cure. Most of Black Panther's tribe had been stalked and killed by the other two-leggeds, who had come across the big water and who feared their own dark natures. Those people were in need of her healing medicine. That night, the Black Panther stood at the edge of the swampy bayou, sniffing at the night, trying to catch the scent of any newcomer willing to go beyond their fears and trust her medicine. No, not on this night, but she would patiently wait for one courageous explorer of the healing potential found in the dark of the unknown. The Caddo people called her clan the Black Panther, and her tribe was known as the Midnight of Black Jaguar to the Maya. The color black is honored by the red race. Darkness is the place for seeking and finding answers, for accepting healings, and for accessing the hidden light of truth. Let me say that again. Darkness is the place for seeking and finding answers, for accepting healings, and for accessing the hidden light of truth. Black Panther teaches us through our dreams to delve into the places within ourselves that need healing. She shows us how to track the unfamiliar territory found on the journey of self-discovery and to fearlessly face the unknown. If the Black Panther has appeared today, it may be telling you not to worry about the future. Trust that you are not supposed to mentally figure it out at this time. You may need to confront fears of the unknown, of being less than you truly are, or an inability to simply be. Let go of fears that appear as obstacles or barriers. Embrace the unknown and flow with the mystery that is unfolding in your life. The next step may be leaping empty-handed into the void with implicit trust. In the stillness of the void, find the will to avoid foolish interruptions, going deeper into your own self-discovery and healing process. Here you will discover Black Panther's unexpected blessings. That's awesome. All right, so I love you guys. I hope that really helps you. You guys do really have a transformation coming up. It's up to you how easy or hard that's going to be, how resistant or free going you're going to be. But you've got some shadow work to do. If you need help with this, please let me know. Look in the description box below about my services that I provide. I can either help you do the shadow or inner child work through tarot or through a session, like a guidance channeling session. Whatever. I can even do an animal spirit spread for you. Just let me know if you're really interested and you're wanting to invest in this part of your life, if that's important for you. How your life turns out is how you invest in it. So that's up to you guys. But I love you. I hope this really helps. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward, but like move forward. Don't just tell yourself you're doing it. But I love you. I'll see you soon. I'm not sure if I'm actually, no, I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to go eat. But hopefully tonight or by tomorrow, I'll do your guys' soulmate reading and put that up because I really am trying to get them done. But again, I hope this helps you guys. I love you. I'll see you soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. Thank you so much for everything. Definitely like and subscribe and hit the bell. And look in the description box about my services for my email, PayPal, and all of that. It should start being in all the things, but a lot of people miss the description box for some reason, but it will be in the description box below. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.